Welcome, everyone. We've got the Marvel Legends San Diego Comic Con Gamerverse pack for Snap, the video game. But this is pretty much just a nice comic Savage Land set. We got a new Shanna, we got a new Rogue, we've got a reconfigured Sauron. I think this is pretty much the same figure and sculpt with new paint. And I'm not sure if these effects came with the original, but for the most part, this is reuse with just a new paint scheme. So box strain a little bit from what they normally do with these packs. Like we've got the kind of black squarish packaging, but they've put some dinosaur bones, some monster bones down here to liven it up. All the characters have a signature name placard at the top. On the side is kind of like a wraparound of like the environment. Like it's meant to imagine that they're in a cave or something, I guess. Here is the UPC if you want to see that. And then they got these really nice profile cards in the back. Yeah, the design on this is just excellent. Just really, really nice. And these might be from the game. I'm not familiar with the game. I know it exists, but I don't play it, and I haven't really followed it much. But this looks really nice. But enough of that. Let's get these out of the package. All right, so we've got the figures. I'm going to put them to the side for a moment. We got this really, really, really cool backdrop. The cardboard is pretty decent. Like it's not super thick, but it is very sturdy. Like there's a couple, feels like it's 2-ply. And yeah, this is really nice. I'm probably going to keep this. I mean, you could use this for anything. You could use this for Masters of the Universe, for Mythic Legions. Yeah, there's a couple dinosaurs back there, but you could ignore that. You could definitely use this for Jurassic Park or whatever. Yeah, this is really nice. And just to show off how everything's laid out in the package real quick, Shayna's got a spear, a shotgun, a knife, 2 sets of extra hands. Sauron's got these eye thingies, hypnotizing things. And then Rogue's also has a spear, a knife, and then she's got 2 sets of hands. They look like they're exactly the same as Shanna's. The knife might be the same too, with a little bit different coloring. So that's how they're laid out. All right, so here they are out of the package, and I will say that this Sauron is kind of freakish, and that is a good thing. Like he's really like the eyes on this dude is just like crazy. Paint is nice. I like how this does not have a bunch of crazy paint, but the rest of the figure does. It just kind of adds to this kind of comic book look to him. And then this weird eye effect, you just really just kind of oh, thought you plug it on top, but you might plug it in. Nope. I actually don't know how this is supposed to work. Seems like it snaps onto the nose, or it's supposed to. I guess you kind of wedge it at an angle. Get them in focus here. So something like that. That's how I got it to work for me. And it's on there, well, on there almost good. but a very cool effect. I am finding. Here we go. It's a little difficult to get his head down, but it just takes a little effort. So there is that. All right, so Shanna and Rogue are they're pretty much the same body with these different parts on them. Like you can even see the legs. The legs are no, they're a little different. The top parts of the boots are different, but the boots do seem to be identical. The body seems to be identical. Something interesting that they did is this is a overlay, and it's allowing them to have like this female body that they can just kind of do other create other characters with. But other than that, they've got some good overall joint systems. The head is kind of like a Spider-Man head where there is a ball joint but also a hinge. The hair gets in the way, but there is some good posing with it. No butterfly in the chest, but there is a double elbow. You got the upper thigh swivel. You've got double knees. You got really good motion in the feet. So these are some good uh, female sculpts. I don't know if we've had this sculpt before, but this is pretty interesting. They both have a design, and I think, yeah, I'm gonna call it a skirt. The skirt is basically the same, but just colored differently, and it's got a place to put the sword, the machete, or whatever this is, dagger, whatever you want to call it. It's got a place to put it in there. Although putting it in this way kind of doesn't fit. And then they come with closed fists out of the box, and you're going to have to, swap them out so that they can hold the weapons. And the spears are pretty nice. They're. Come on. They got some decent coloring. They do have some really good texture. Rogues is, even more elaborate because it's got the leaves and beads on it. So that's kind of cool. I don't remember Shayna having a rifle in her original, the storyline that this comes from. Maybe she did, and I just don't recall. Her hands aren't really designed to hold this either, but you can pose her with that. And then these other sets of hands, they're kind of like I think we got these with some other female characters before. These look familiar, like what came with Jean Grey. They're kind of like these splayed out, power hands, so to speak. Rogue's got a necklace, which is kind of a bigger difference. They both have some kind of armband, which is a separate piece. Rogue's got a thigh band also. So, really nice. Just thinking of the days when these characters, if they had something like this might be painted on, not three-dimensional. Like those days are finally long gone. Yeah, I guess if you kind of force it in, it will go down. But she's probably got an even like the stuff going on with her face is like very extreme. Like a lot of paint app. She's got all these layers with the hair and the bandana. It's just pretty amazing. And then kind of already talked about him, but just to kind of go over articulation. Again, he's kind of an older figure. I don't know how much updating this has had to it, but he's got a mouth that opens. The head is on a double ball joint up here. Then there's like a ball joint and a slider here. So there's a lot of movement. You can get him to, look ahead and do flying poses. No chest fly, but he's got disc hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, single elbow. He's got articulation point for the ring. The wingspan is pretty wide. He's got a dumbbell for the torso, and he's got a ball joint for the hips, double knee. There's no pins here, so maybe this was redone. And then he's got some really good articulation in the feet. And I'm just now realizing I didn't put his tail on him. This is separate. And you can see this big slider back here, so a lot of articulation there. And then the tail does have a bendy wire. So this is a really good set. Like I would even say if you had the original Sauron, you're going to want this one because it's definitely updated, at least in the paint department. And definitely, you're probably going to want these two to, build out a Savage Land set. And then finally, we can put these guys in here. Kind of complete that setup. And might as well take it a step further. Get you one of these $50 Walmart Jurassic Park T-Rexes. And now you have a for real deal Savage Land set. So let me know what you think. Are you getting this? Did you get it? I think this was one of the sets that didn't sell out so quickly. So I think people had a chance to buy these. And if you didn't, you might still be able to order these. I think they went through some waves of like available product, and then they did some pre-order type stuff. Like once everything sold out for real, they put the orders back up, but they're like, pay now and you'll get it, later type thing. So, yeah, did you get it? Do you want to get it? What do you think about the set? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. And as always, tune into more videos coming up. Thank you.